Good afternoon, everyone, and what a pleasure it is to see. I can tell the parents are smiling the biggest of anybody, and because you're so proud of all of your children here seated behind me. They've done a wonderful job this morning. We had the opportunity, Kathy set it up for us to Zoom on Monday while they were having a rehearsal. And while Zooming is not as fun as live and in person by a long shot, it's a good way to get to know people for the first time. Now, one of the things that Kathy said, that Carol said earlier, was about the things that she took from the clinic that I did back at Midwest. And I'll have to be completely honest with you, I am not totally original in my thoughts either. I have stolen enough of what I will do today. Okay, there's a great book, if you don't know Austin Kleon, K-L-E-O-N, it's a little book you can get off of Amazon. But in there he talks about how the name of the book is Steal Like an Artist. Okay, so all of the art you've ever seen, all the visual art, much of the musical art, somebody has taken a folk song from long ago and remade it for us today. Okay, we've stolen like artists and made it our own. Okay, so I'm going to encourage you to take a look at that book if you have a chance. And remember, when you hear something that's really good, go ahead and try it and use it at home and see if it works for you. Next thing you know, you've put your own little spin on it, and it's going to be part of your persona. We're going to show you some things today. We've only gotten to know each other almost 2 hours, maybe, counting Monday. Emmy, am I right about that? It's about that much. And so we're going to talk a little bit about warm-ups, the way I like to do them. And earlier this year, I was in California for the California All-State. I've been in South Carolina. I've been in Pennsylvania. I'll be in Florida for the All-State next February. Yeah, I better get that straight. And it doesn't matter where you go. Kids want to be great. Kids want to do a good job. And I warm up the groups the same way, whether they're a clinic band, whether they're a district honor band, whether I go to a local middle school or high school, or if I'm doing an all-state group. I basically do the same thing with all of them. So this is my technique for getting started and getting to know the ensemble. So we remember our warm-up. So you have your Remington warm-up handy. Yes? Say yes. Yes. Say yes like you mean it. Yes. I love it when you agree with me. I just do. It's so good. Don't forget you can get up and come watch us. Get close, okay? We won't bother. Okay. So if you would, let's do this here. Let's get us a pitch. I love a pitch constant. I'm not good at the harmony director because mine didn't show up until the last semester I was teaching full time. But I do love a pitch constant, and I love the Peterson. There's a 330 Peterson that has a great pitch generator as well. So this is our pitch. Can you hum that pitch when I ask you to? And remember to turn your hummers up, please. Okay, here we go. All humming. Listen to your neighbor. Listen to your trio. Beautiful. Do that again. That got better since this morning because we've already done it. So this is an excellent way to get eye contact going and to get them to start generating the pitch inside their body. If they're a brass player, flute player, I'm a flute player, but we have to be able to do that. If we can sing the note before we play it, if we can hear it in our head, then we're more likely to get it right, okay? Because there's several different parts that you can get, of course, on brass instruments in particular. Flutes, are you ready? So remember what we're going to do. We're going to do whole notes with the whole rest in between so that I can speak with you, okay? We're humming right now, and my flute friends, my people, are going to play. Right here. Sit taller. Sit as tall as you can. Beautiful. Flutes are playing. Be natural. And let me see you breathe. Open up your mouth so you get more air and E flat. Excellent, flutes. Thank you. Way to go. And get more air in. Good. Good eye contact, you guys. Fabulous. And breathe to parallel to the floor. Right? Listen to your neighbor. Imagine your neighbor's pitch. What if I change something for you? What if I change it up? Yes. Excellent. And make sure in Pennsylvania or in Florida next February. The next thing I would do is I would add the B-flat instruments to that. I would add the E-flat instruments, and I would add the horns to that. Sometimes I add the horns with the E-flat instruments sitting. It just kind of depends on how I feel. Okay, but I teach that warm-up, and I like to teach it without any music because I want them to watch. Okay, now we're going to do one more thing with that same warm-up, but this time we're going to use 4 quarter notes, 4 quarter notes, and a big fat whole note. Do you remember this? Say yes if you do.
Yes.
Say yes like you mean it.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody does remember. Now, what is going to happen, Theo? Do you remember what I'm going to do? Give me any idea? What am I going to change up? Anybody know? Anybody help Theo? Jacob, help him out.
You're gonna change like how you conduct.
So what am I going to do?
You're gonna make it smaller or bigger, or legato.
Or legato, or
Staccato.
another word for staccato.
Short.
Short. Another word for staccato. Choppy. Another word for staccato. Bubbly. That's my favorite one. It's like Sprite. Right? That just sounds so cool when that opens it. So you want to make certain that you're watching. Yes, absolutely watching. Are we using the same exercise? Yes. Well, we're just going to change it. And the first is going to be legato. Okay? So you don't have to worry about what's she doing up there. Here we go. Eyes here. Right here. 4, 4, whole note. Contact me. Awesome. Love for the players. Love for the Now, you can, if you want, you can integrate that. You can use maybe a special rhythm that you're trying to, that you have in the next piece that you're going to be working on. Maybe you're trying to work on exaggerating their dynamic contrast. You're trying to make the clarinets play as short as the flutes. It's very easy for flutes to play short as the clarinets play short. So there's all kinds of things you can do with that exercise. So if you want, you don't have to have anything in writing. You can still work on those rhythms and those styles and those kind of things with a Remington warm-up or an E-flat concert scale or whatever you happen to have. Okay, we want to make sure we get everything in. We're going to be here all day. Hope you guys don't have anything else to do. All right, we're going to have fun. All right, so this, if you would go ahead and find Dancing Kites for me. So this is a beautiful piece by Christopher Noses. And there's so many really good pieces in that. I like a piece called Air and Jig. It's relatively new. One of my friends in Alabama just did it when they were at a convention back in the early spring. It's a little bit more challenging. It has some 6/8 in it. Don't be afraid of that. It's all 6/8. And it's just really pretty. Air and Jig. It's just J-I-G. I don't know just how they spell it. All right, so we have a couple of things that we're going to show off on this in particular. This is in the key of E-flat concert, and if we were at home, this was my band every day, we would not only play the E-flat concert scale, but we would play the E-flat scale in thirds, and we would also play the E-flat Clark. Because the more they know how to get around their horn in those keys, the better it is, and easier it is for them. I know I had somebody who said they would play the E-flat scale. Miriam, on the bassoon, are you going to play single or double? Double. Strap in. Now, Megan, are you going to play a single for us?
I can play double.
Oh, we'll hit it. We're in double territory now. Stand up, Megan. Somebody else who played the E-flat scale. Was it one of my flute friends? Katie, are you up for it? You want to stand up to play since you're a flute player? All right. We like to stand up when we play. Our dress doesn't get rumpled. G? It's okay, start on G. You're good. Yay for Katie! If you had a long time, you would volunteer. Okay? I'm not taking any more volunteers, but how many of you would volunteer? Let's see. Come on. Come on. A couple more? Yeah. So there are a few more people who feel pretty good about this. It's a good way to inspire confidence is playing in front of the band, or playing in front of their parents, or saying, what can you play from memory? Because when they know stuff from memory, they know it better. Trust me. Trust me. All right. So we know our key for sure. Now we have a special exercise. Sean, are you ready? Are you back there? Sean, are you ready? You remember what to do?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to get over there and help us out. We're going to use the first note of the E-flat concert scale. Can you play that note for me, please? All players play E-flat concert for me. That's an F for clarinets and trumpets and tenor sax. Aha. All right. So, can we hear the flobonets play that for us with Sean? Okay, Sean, do you remember what to do? We're going to do it 4 times. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and are these notes staccato, legato, marcato? What are they? Staccato. Another word for staccato? Bubble. Here we go. Sean's ready? Oh, it's Sebastian now. Okay. All right, they switched off. Here we go. 4 times. And flobonets. Maybe they need to listen a little bit more and play a little bit shorter. Who thinks that? You can think either thing. Okay? It's just your opinion. Do it one more time. Can we be shorter on the second row of flutes? Sebastian, ready? Good, because this piece is very legato. It's very smooth and connected like peanut butter without, not the chunky kind, but the nice and smooth and creamy kind. And so sometimes playing staccato is a little bit of a challenge, okay? So we're going to play staccato, and most of the melody in this piece is legato. You're going to like it. It's so pretty. Are you guys ready? Say yes? Yes. Okay. Trumpets, make sure that you're aware of what happens. Pickups to 7. We're going to go a little bit. We'll probably go up like to 15 or so. Just a little bit so we can show all the colors. Clarinets ready for staccato playing? Here we go. Beginning. The real song. The real piece. those 3 quarter notes on beats 2, 3, and 4. If you have your pencil handy and you can do that, I would like to do that. I'd like to change that up just a little bit, okay? So, the blacker the measure, blacker the measure, are you sure? Yes. The blacker the measure,
The more important the part.
so it's so important in a piece like this that you know, oh, I have the melody. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Anytime something like that comes up, you're much more important than you think you are. So have a little bit higher opinion of your part. You're doing great. Are y'all nervous? Anybody nervous? You ever had this many people like standing around watching you before? Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. All right, so come on up. Let's do that one more time. Trumpets. It says MP at your part, but you're more important. So I want you to think mezzo piano plus. You might even mark out the mezzo piano and write mezzo forte here. Mighty fierce. Okay? Not military police. Mighty fierce. Mighty fierce right there. Okay? When you come in, I want to hear you. By the way, one more thing. Dotted half notes get 3 counts. Dotted half notes. Say that with me. Dotted half notes get 3 counts. Dotted half notes get 3 counts. We're in 4/4 time right now, so after those dotted half notes, tubas, Gavin, Diego, all you guys, you're going to have to be careful with the quarter note after the dotted half note. Yes? Thumbs up, guys. Thank you. I like to have them interact with you, and because if they're interacting with you, they're not going to sleep. They're not wandering off somewhere. I can't be 100% on that, but I can say that it's going to help. So whether it's say yes, or whether it's blacker the measure, more important the part, whatever you come up with, your little call and response, I think is really, really helpful. Okay? Let's try that one more time. And this time we'll go on a little bit, and we're going to stop and talk about 15. We're going to talk about balance, the most important B word in the band vocabulary. Who remembers the most important S word? Who remembers? Let me look. Let me see. Audrey, talk to me. Subdivision. You were thinking something. Subdivision is the most important S word. All right, here we go. One more time at the beginning. Good staccato over here. Trumpets, mezzo forte. Half, dotted half notes. Be careful, tubas. And there we go. Look at me. Keep going. You're on your own, okay? You keep doing it. Keep doing it. This is a good thing to do when you're not playing together, okay? You don't want to use the metronome. Still do it. Don't slow down. Don't speed up. Make sure they can dit. I used to make it sound. This is our new thing, so you can get a little bit better. Hear the syllables a little bit better. Are you still doing it? Okay, now we're play. Okay? So you, just flow notes are playing, everybody else is ditting. Go ditters. Here we go. Flow notes. 15, set, go. What does that mean? What do you think? Who said? Somebody over here. Slade, what'd you say?
I said loud.
Sydney said loud, okay? Why should you not play loud at 15 if you play saxophone? You don't want to overpower the melody. How can you tell that it's melodic material or accompaniment? Usually, 90% of the time. Amy, do you know? If it's black, it's probably the melody, or it might be something else like an ostinato or an obligato or something like that. But if it's white, most likely it's accompaniment, all right? So white note people play loud on purpose. Here we go. Everybody else is playing. This is going to be audience participation, so be ready. And if you like B best, raise your hand. Anybody want to be brave and tell me how come? What'd you say, sir?
You can hear the melody. You can hear the melody.
And that's always the most important part. And kids, who liked A best? For real?
Yay. I got to play loud.
Who liked B best?
Exactly.
Why did you like B best, Daniel?
Because it's a lot smoother and you can hear everything.
It's a lot smoother, you can hear. The kids know. The kids know. Okay? Awesome. Let's jump over. And gosh, I could rehearse you guys all day. You're so fun. You're really fun. Can you find 43 and let's show them how we're going to do the ending? Subdivision. So you have to make sure that even though you're playing a white note, you're still engaged. Do not disengage. Okay? Stay engaged. Where am I? What did I say? 43. Here we go. Thank you for remembering. Trumpets and flutes, flobonets, the flumpets are all together. 43. Raise your hand if you think we can do it. Let me see. All right. So look at the last note. Close your eyes. We did it with the other songs, other piece too, but we'll do it with this one just because it's something new. Okay? Can you play the last note with your eyes closed and decide by listening to others when it's time to stop? Can you do that? Raise your hand if you think that's a yes. I'm looking. I'm inventorying. Okay, it's a majority. All right. Close your eyes. Play the last note and stop. Let me do it again for you. I can do it better. I want you to have a better start. One more time. That was my fault. And play now. Did you like that stop? Wasn't that pretty? I said, where'd she go? I wanted to enjoy it too. Do it again. Do it again, okay? Did you memorize the last note? Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. You know how long to make it. Listen to your trio. Listen to your neighbor. I don't know, but that's the most beautiful taper. You know, you can kind of groom it, and it's still not right. But have them memorize the last note and decide where it needs to stop. Okay? You should probably stay over close. All right. Look at Gentle River. So Christopher Notis is a relatively new composer, and I hope that you want to order some things by him. I think he's really, really good. Rob Bryce has a lot of modern music. This is one of his only slower pieces. And when the first time that I was at Midwest as an Austin Line and performed there, we performed this piece. This is a grade 1 piece. And at Midwest, if you were invited, you are expected to play music from grades 1 all the way up until what is appropriate for you. Maybe in middle school, you know, play as hard as grade 4, but in high school, they would play grade 5s and grade 6s. But everybody's expected to play a young band piece because a lot of the band directors and orchestra directors are young directors, or maybe they have younger groups. And so we're always looking for something that's beautiful and easy to do. This piece is in 3/4 time. It's also an E-flat concert, so we won't play the scales again. But I'll do the scale challenge. I might pull a scale out of a bucket or something. We would do something like that so everybody would get a chance to play some scales. The nice thing about this piece is there's a little bit more that they have to do themselves. Slow music, you have to tell a story. You have to put more of yourself in the music. The other thing that I do all the time is, you know how with fast music we practice it slow and we speed it up as we get good at it? You've heard your kids at home practicing the scale slow and then gradually increasing the tempo. Well, the same thing is true with full band music. You always want to start hard music, fast music, challenging music, slower, and gradually increase the tempo. But my friends, the other thing that's really important to do is slow music needs to be practiced fast and slowed down to the tempo that works best for the ensemble. All right? So that they understand the line. All right, this is so pretty. We're going to breathe together. Who remembers the other part? Breathe together, play together, breathe together, start together. Let's try that. Breathe together, play together, breathe together,
Start together.
If you can breathe together, you'll always start together. And the percussion needs to breathe with us too. Even though they don't need to breathe to play, they must breathe to listen. So you want them to take that air in with the winds, or they're going to be early every single time. Okay, can you just play the first note only of this piece? Just the first note. Breathe together, play together. Eye contact. Can you do that again and not tone the beginning of the note quite so firmly? Be gentle, like it's a gentle river, right? Somebody right here in the middle that's breathing too slow in their leg. One more time. Awesome. This part of the neighborhood did a good job of getting here on time, getting your music up here so I could hear it all together. All right, so let's see if we can go. We're just going to go up to 18. We're not going to do like the change there. We'll come back and do that again. I just want everybody to hear how beautiful you play this 3/4 piece. Okay, don't be afraid of 3/4 time. It's perfect. Everybody? String basses are ready. Levi, Haley, you guys got it? Excellent. Could you do more of it? I think so. I think so. So there's all these times, like, you know, the trumpets and the clarinets have the melody, and then the saxophones and the back and forth is just a really wonderful texture. The fancy word for that is timbre. It will be on your SAT vocab test. Timbre is spelled P-I-M-B-R-E, and it's pronounced timbre. It means tone color. Tone color. All right, like the sound that the flute and the oboe make together, the flobo sound, the clobo sound, the clarinet and the oboe. All right, the florn sound, the flute and the horn. All right, all those sounds blended together. So this time, can you play softer when you have white notes and louder when you have black notes? And observe your diminuendo crescendo. Here we go, one more. Trumpets will go on this time, so thank you for being ready. Awesomeness and sometimes you have to let them find their way out of that, okay? But we're going to go back and we're going to start, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4 measures in front of 18. Can you find that? Trumpets, what must you do, my friends? It's a W word. Watch. Yep, that's all you got to do. Here we go. Thank you, percussion. You're doing great. I'm 4 in front of 18. And go now. What does rubato mean? Can we talk about that? I don't think so. As you like it, okay? Your tempo, actually my tempo there, we slowed down and made it really very musical prior to measure 34. The tempo one, you were amazing. Now, when we get to the last note of Gentle River, can you close your eyes and can you stop by yourself? Say yes or no. Yes. Thank you. And 34. Is this forte? This is probably the only really forte moment in the piece. This is all players at 34, tempo 1. Some people would call this tempo primo, the first tempo, and 34. is fun to play, and the composer, Mrs. Chambers, is from San Antonio, Texas. All right. So this is a Byzantine dance. Ready? Great. We'll get through the slow section and I'll call you in, okay? Is that all right? Check the key. Boy flat concert, B flat concert. Look out for the accidentals. Percussion almost ready. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Percussion people, I'm looking. Excellent. I'm going to give you 4 for free, and then I will go into cut time, okay? Here we go. Begin. About C and D flat on the clarinets. Now, if you are a non-clarinet player and you need to know this, listen up.
So on clarinet, you can't play 2 P keys twice, especially in the slurs, because it sounds wrong and gross. So on C, instead of going from this lower P key to this upper one, you can just press this side key, and it sounds right.
It is right. So on the clarinet, you have to alternate pinky keys, right? Lucky clarinet players, you're so lucky. All right. We're out of time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's too bad, because they're really good.
We could stay here all day, but we have another concert coming up. And
I wanna
parents,
say-
you're welcome to stay with your students to listen to the Rocky Mountain Brass Works.
Ooh, I want to hear that too. You guys are awesome. Thank you for letting me work with you today. Stay put so we can get the instructions, okay? Because we can't all leave at once. Thank you, Ms. Wall, for your help and for putting this group together.
Mrs. Floyd,
Yeah.
on behalf of the American School Band Directors Association, we wanted to say thank you to you for coming from Texas, and we want to present you with a certificate for being our clinic master today. So thank you very much today.
Thank you for all your hard work, Patrick.